How would you feel if you was able to supply food for your family in a natural way without going to the store and without spending any money? Me and my family, we've always hunted. We've always, shot deer, turkey, squirrels, whatever you prefer. But it feels good to go out and to be able to supply food, nutrition, and other things for your family without, you know, going to the big man at the store. Doing it on your own, it's self-sufficiency and it makes you feel good. Today I'm going to share a few points with you and try to change your mind, maybe persuade you to do a little hunting yourself, and maybe you can provide for your family like I do. All right, number one. According to Tracy Abram, the social and emotional disease prevention and management educator at Michigan State University, she states that hunting is not only a sport of great nutritional value that you can gain, but you also gain physical and emotional positiveness, I guess you could call it, from hunting. We go and we set stands up, we brush blinds, we do all this scouting. Unless you're riding a four-wheeler every foot that you're traveling, you're doing a lot of walking, a lot of lifting, a lot of manual labor. So it's not just nutritionally good for you, it's physically good for you too. She also states that game meat such as deer or elk is 97% lean meat protein, which leaves 3% body fat for the deer, which is why it's so hard to cook deer and wild game without burning it, because there's not much fat in it. It's not like the burger you go down to the store and get that's 70-30 and it's got 3 pounds of grease in it. It's better for you, is what she's stating. And it makes you feel good when you can provide something that's that nutritional for your family, from something that you went and done. My second point is the conservation of deer population. We hear it all the time. There's so many accidents with deer. There's so many things going on, mishaps that deer cause, accidents, run-ins with each other, cars going into ditch banks, destroying property, killing crops. These are all things that would be a lot worse if we did not control the deer population, which is another reason to go hunting. And there are rules as far as how many deer you can kill and what kind you can kill, but there are also rules for farmers where they can hunt on their own land without a license and stuff, and that helps control and conserve the deer population to where it doesn't get it too out of control. And according to Kaiser Clayberg, a wildlife researcher at the Institute of Texas A&M University, he states that hunting plays a big role in conservation of deer population, and he thinks of it like this: if no one ever killed a deer, there would be an overabundance of them, and where would they eat? Where would they go? Soon you would have no room for a garden because the deer would just demolish them. Farmers would have problems with their crops being raided constantly. So it's a big help to farmers, and not only the farmers but to consumers as well, to keep the deer out of the croplands and gardens and things. The TWRA, like I said, also has regulations on how many you can kill, which helps conserve the deer population. But if we don't keep it in check and keep it in control, there'll either be way too many deer on down the road or not enough deer on down the road. And when you're hunting and you follow the game rules that they set for you, you can play a big impact and a big role in that. The third point I want to point out is just the memories that are made. You can go to ball games, you can go to family outings, you can go to watch the movies, you can go do a lot of things with your family. But there's something about going in the woods. You can go sit with your grandpa, go sit with your son, your daughter, your spouse, and go make those memories with them. And like I mentioned earlier, you're putting food on the table. When you make those memories with them, those are memories that stick with them forever. Many hunters have been kind of grandfathered into the sport, which is how I was. And usually when the family hunts, and say I have a child, my child is going to grow up around it and they're going to hunt also. And it's something that keeps the youngsters out of trouble. It gives you a hobby to do, and you get to contribute to a mass population of other people that view the same views you do and want to take care of their families the natural way. According to a magazine named Will to Hunt, which also has a TV show, hunting's a great hobby and a great pastime to be involved with. Not so much being obsessed with it, as some hobbies turn into obsessions, but But to be, I don't know, like I say, not obsessed, but more like in love with it, but you enjoy it. Uh, Plus, there's always that trophy you get to take home. But in conclusion, I want to say one more thing. When you consider these points I've stated, it is really hard not to at least give it a thought about hunting, no matter what animal it is. And according to Rebecca Lewis with Wide Open Spaces, she states that hunting is healthy for the mind and soul, which is what we look for in our hobbies anyway. Wouldn't you agree? Thank you.